Light it up. This is the Bunch of Sports Podcast. Whatever you're doing right now, please tell a friend to tell a friend. It's on. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. We're going to get into a little bit of the college football bowl games that happened over the weekend. Also into some basketball games that happened on Saturday and a little football action too as well. So sit back, relax, tell a friend to tell a friend that it's on. Grab your blunt, grab your roach, grab your coffee, whatever you got this evening. Tell a friend that it's on at the Bunch of Sports Podcast, and let's talk sports. Once again, I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas as we prepare for the New Year's. Make sure you put in the comments, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, Bunch of Sports. We thank everybody for supporting us, everybody for reaching out, and showing love to our platform. So, let's go over a little bit the college. Let's go college football here. Let's go college football. A little bit in the college football. There were some bowl games yesterday. Let's see here. Yes, some bowl games yesterday on Saturday. The Wasabi Fenway Bowl hosted UConn in North Carolina. UConn ended up winning that game 27-14. Both teams were unranked. UConn beats Carolina in Fenway Bowl, dominating Bill Belichick's next team in his own backyard. Unfortunately for the North Carolina Tar Heels on the football side, they didn't step up to par tonight, but hopefully they'll have a great next season. They just hired Bill Belichick of the New England Patriots, so he's coming from the NFL to the college side. So we'll see how that change makes a difference. In the bad boy Pinstripe Bowl, it was the Nebraska Huskers, Cornhuskers, and the Boston College. Nebraska ended up winning that game 20-15. Nebraska holds on to beat Boston College 20-15 in Pinstripe Bowl, first bowl victory since 2015. In the Isleta, New Mexico Bowl, it was the TCU versus Louisiana. TCU ended up getting that game 34-3. TCU ended up winning that game 34-3. In the next game, which was my favorite bowl of all of them yesterday, was the Pop-Tart Bowl. Comment what kind of Pop-Tart you like in the morning, which one you always enjoyed as a kid. I think the Pop-Tart Bowl was the best one. It was the Iowa State Cyclones versus the Miami Hurricanes. Hold on, y'all. My ears itching. Jesus. Okay. So it was the Iowa State Cyclones versus the Miami Hurricanes. This game was an upset because Iowa State was ranked higher. 18 was ranked 18, and Miami was ranked 13. Miami was expected to win this game, but ended up losing it by 1 point, 42-41. Let's see our guy for Miami, Cam Ward. He had 190 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. But Miami ended up taking a loss to Iowa State. Colorado State and Miami, Ohio. They went at it in the in the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. We had Miami, Ohio, and Colorado State. Miami, Ohio ended up winning that game 43-17. And in the next game, there was a little ruckus and tuckus in that game, ruckus and huckus, and there was a brawl in this game. Referee ended up getting bleeded out the eye, getting hit. They had to clear the field. something similar to Michigan and Ohio State. This was the Go Bowling Military Bowl. It was the East Carolina versus North Carolina State. East Carolina was the underdog. They ended up winning that game 26-21. Let me speak a little bit about just like, once again, the sportsmanship of team sports. Like, it's like crashing out and just like we put like the show in front of the team first. Meaning that, it's all about the show. It's all about, ragging on your opponent and talking about the things he's not good at. When in actuality, a team sport and a competition, you're supposed to respect your opponent at the end of the day, win, lose, or draw. You're never supposed to talk to your opponent so bad where they feel like they have to defend themselves. This is a sports at the end of the day. This is also a money-making industry. People pay money. People bring their children to these games. And future players are watching this as well. So if we want to have a conduct about sports and we want to have an expectation and a standard, we need to stop this, man. The college football needs to stop this. This is a bad look. And just in sports, period. Need to bring back sportsmanship and respect for your opponent. Unfortunately, in the Valero Alamo Bowl, the Colorado Buffaloes win against BYU. Colorado end up losing that game 36-14. It was the last game for Deion Sanders and his sons playing together. Shedeur Sanders and Shiloh Sanders will be going into the NFL, as well as Travis Hunter and a lot of those guys that were on the field that you had seen. Those were their last dance, unfortunately. The ending record for the Colorado Buffaloes this season is 9-4. They did a great job this season compared to last year. Shedeur Sanders in his last game had 208 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. From watching that game, BYU defensive line was just too strong. The defensive line was just too strong for the offensive line of the Colorado Buffaloes. Shedeur Sanders just kept getting that pressure again on the outside, on the edge, and BYU ended up getting it done over the Colorado Buffaloes. BYU ending their season 11-2. And in the Radiance Technology Independence Bowl, the Army and Louisiana Tech went at it. Army ended up getting that game 27-6. And in the Lockheed, I'm sorry, that was the last one for Saturday. And let's go into some NBA, the Basketball Association. All right, so Saturday, the Heat and the Hawks went at it. The Heat end up getting that game. The Heat end up losing that game 110-120 to the Hawks. Let's see who was balling. Jalen Johnson scores 28 points to lead the Hawks over the Heat, 120-110. Let's see how many points he had. Jalen Johnson, he had 28 points, 5 assists, and 13 rebounds. Trae Young had a double-double. He had 11 points, 15 assists, 1 rebound, 2 for 9 for 3. And the Atlanta Hawks get it done over the Miami Heat. The Thunder and the Hornets went at it. The Thunder ended up winning that game 106-94. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he had 22 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. He was 1 for 6 for 3. Jalen Williams, he had 20 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And OKC gets it done over Charlotte Hornets. Sorry. The Knicks and the Wizards went at it last night. The Knicks end up getting that game in a close one, 136 to 132. Let's see who was balling. And the game went to overtime. Wow, okay. Karl Anthony Towns, he had 30 points, 14 rebounds, 2 for 5 for 3. He was balling. And Jalen Brunson, he had 55 points. He was balling. 55 points. What a night. He had 55, 9 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 for 11 for 3. And the Knicks get it done over the Washington Wizards. I must say, imagine having 55 with a loss. That would have been kind of sad. But New York had to get that done in overtime. But yeah, they get it done. The Bucks and the Bulls went at it last night. The Bucks end up getting that game. The Bulls end up winning that game, 116 to 111. The Bucks still looking good, but unfortunately lost this game to the Bulls. Giannis did not play. Damian Lillard had 29 points, 12 assists, and 6 rebounds. He was 3 for 9 for 3. Brook Lopez, he had 22 points, 7 rebounds. And for Chicago, Nikola Vucevic, he had 23 points, 5 assists, 13 rebounds. Zach LaVine, he had 15 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. Josh Giddey, he was balling. Giddey. He had 23 points, 15 rebounds, 2 for 6 for 3. And the Chicago Bulls get it done over the Milwaukee Bucks. The Warriors and the Suns went at it. The Warriors end up getting that game 105 to 109. The Warriors looking good last night. Kevin Durant had 30 points, 31 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. 1 for 5 for 3. For the Warriors, Draymond Green, he had 16 points. We was just talking about him. See, when he gets over 10 points, the Warriors win. He has to be aggressive. He has to go for his shot. It be the old Draymond that we all know. He was 16 points, 7 assists, 8 rebounds, 3 for 5 for 3. Steph Curry had 22 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. He was 4 for 13 for 3. And the Warriors get it done over the hot Phoenix Suns. The Pistons and the Nuggets went at it. The Nuggets end up winning that game, as they should. 134 to 121 over the Detroit Pistons. Let's see who was balling. Jamal Murray, he's on a comeback. He's at 34 points. He was balling. 34 points, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. Nikola Jokic, he had 37 points, 8 assists, and 9 rebounds, 4 for 5 for 3. And the Denver Nuggets get it done over the Detroit Pistons. The Philadelphia 76ers went at it against the Utah Jazz. They end up getting that game 114 to 111. For the Philadelphia 76ers, Joel Embiid had 32 points, 5 rebounds, 32 points for Tyrese Maxey as well. They both were balling. 32 points for Tyrese Maxey, 6 assists, no rebounds, and 5 for 13 for 3. And the Philadelphia 76ers get it done over the Utah Jazz. The Trailblazers and the Mavericks went at it. Also in the night game, the Trailblazers end up winning that game, surprisingly, over the Dallas Mavericks. Shaedon Sharpe scores 23 points, and Trailblazers beat the short-handed Mavericks 126 to 122. So no Luka Doncic for the Mavericks. Kyrie Irving, he still was balling. Uncle Drew had 46 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. He was 5 for 12 for 3, doing what he can for his team. But unfortunately, for the Portland Trailblazers, they had 4 guys with over 20 points. DeAndre Ayton, he had 21 points, 1 assist, and 16 rebounds. Anthony Simmons, he had 22 points, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. Shaedon Sharpe, he had 23 points, 5 rebounds. And the Portland Trailblazers, who are 11-20, get it done over the Dallas Mavericks. The last game for the night is the Kings sack town like the bee. The Sacramento Kings, they went at it against the Showtime Lakers. LeBron James. The Lakers and the Sacramento Kings went at it last night. The Los Angeles Lakers end up winning that game 132 to 122. Anthony Davis, he thought he was hurt, but he came back, got a little antibiotic from the doctor, and he's all good. He had 36 points, 8 assists, and 15 rebounds, 1 for 1 for 3. Actually, what he did was he came to the Blunts and Sports podcast, and he got right, and he was able to play again. Come on now. We know what happened. And Austin Reeves, he had 26 points, 16 assists, 6 rebounds. No LeBron James for the Los Angeles Lakers. And also another little baller for the Lakers was Dalton Knecht. He had 18 points, 2 rebounds, 2 for 5 for 3. For the Sacramento Kings, DeMar DeRozan, 25 points. He was balling. 7 assists and 6 rebounds, 0 for 2 for the three-pointer. De'Aaron Fox, he had 29 points, 12 assists and 5 rebounds, 1 for 9 for 3. And the Kings, who are 13-19, end up losing the game to the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's talk just a little bit about football. There's some games on right now. Make sure you tune in. The Colts and the Giants are playing right now. The Colts are losing this game right now live in the third quarter with 11 minutes, 28-20. Let's look in to see what's going on. Joe Flacco has 176 yards, 1 interception. Jonathan Taylor has 107 yards for 24 carries, 2 touchdowns. And the Colts have the ball right now, 1st and 10 on the 35. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Please tell a friend that it's on at the Blunts of Sports podcast. And as always, love people, be nice, show sportsmanship, don't fight on the field, don't try to plant a flag on the field. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.